KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to The Call. I'm your host, J.R. Livingston. This segment is called Dark Realms, a segment dedicated to unsolved mysteries and strange, unexplained phenomena that have occurred in Wyoming. Tonight's show focuses on the recent double murder that took the lives of Reggie Ulmbeck and his wife, Linda. Reggie was a world-renowned anthropologist who wrote many books on the Spanish colonial era, specifically in Wyoming. What's even more puzzling about these murders is the killer's fascination, according to Linda's last interview, with the Spanish artifacts that Reggie had acquired over the years. Let me read the newspaper article to you all. I know most residents are familiar with this. Headline reads, "Double Murder in Monarch, Killer at Large." A Monarch man and his wife were found brutally murdered last night around 9:30 p.m. on the 1400 block of Woolworth Street in the northwest of the quiet city. Police are describing the murder as the most vicious and disturbing in recent memory. The crime scene described below is graphic and may be upsetting to some readers. The victims have been identified as Reggie and Linda Ulmbeck. Reggie was a respected and admired anthropologist, and Linda was a beloved third-grade teacher at Meadowbrook Elementary. Both were graduates of the University of Wyoming. Neighbors describe hearing shouting and screaming coming from the residence sometime around 9:30 p.m., though police were not contacted until approximately 9:48 p.m. by an anonymous tipster. Upon entering the crime scene, blood was found covering much of the home's living room area, which had been ransacked. Satanic symbols and messages were written on the walls using the victim's blood. Police say Mr. Ulmbeck's body was dismembered, decapitated, and partially eaten. Unexplained bite marks covered the torso and legs. Mrs. Ulmbeck was found with severe cuts over most of her body, barely clinging to life. Police Chief Harris said Linda Ulmbeck provided valuable information while being driven to the hospital. However, she passed later in the night. What follows summarizes her memory of events. Mr. Ulmbeck told his wife to hide when a strange man came to the door. Mrs. Ulmbeck didn't see the man but believed he may have had a gun, based on her husband's reaction. From her position of concealment, she heard the man demand that Mr. Ulmbeck hand over his collection of ancient Spanish artifacts and jewelry, or he would kill him. Mr. Ulmbeck refused. Mrs. Ulmbeck heard screaming in the living room, which sounded like her husband. She became upset and terrified. Then came a deep and powerful roar, as if produced by a large animal. This was followed by a loud crash. Mrs. Ulmbeck charged out from the back room where she had been hiding, armed with a baseball bat. She ran into the dark living room, swinging the bat wildly. It was at this time that she was attacked. Before police arrived, Mrs. Ulmbeck had lain on the floor, passing in and out of consciousness. She saw shadows moving and heard guttural, animal-like noises. However, she could not describe the man who attacked her and her husband. Mrs. Ulmbeck was rushed into emergency surgery at Monarch Memorial, but doctors could not save her. She was declared deceased at 11:24 p.m. Investigators concluded that several display cases containing historical items and artifacts appear to have items missing from the Ulmbeck's home. The Monarch police released this statement early this morning. There are many strange and unexplained facts surrounding this case. The Monarch police want the public to know they are doing everything to bring the killer to justice. There are no current suspects, but we are looking into several leads. The killer is still at large. If you have any information concerning this case, please contact the Monarch Police Department 555-0105. When we get back, we'll interview Reggie's neighbor, George Gallen, a well-known local defense attorney, about his thoughts on Reggie and his experience that night. Now, a word from our sponsors.
In Monarch, when you're hungry for a meal that feels like home, head to Golden Steer. From hand-cut steaks and hearty burgers to fresh sides and warm, friendly service, Golden Steer is where neighbors gather and travelers feel welcome. Whether it's dinner with the family or lunch after a long day, there's always a seat waiting for you. Come hungry, leave happy at Golden Steer in Monarch. Great food, generous portions, and Wyoming hospitality served daily.
Looking for family fun in Monarch? Roll on over to Thunder Peak Lanes, grab your friends, bring the kids, and enjoy great bowling, good laughs, and friendly competition all under one roof. Whether you're chasing a high score, celebrating a birthday, or just looking for a fun night out, Thunder Peak Lanes is the place to be. Shoes, lanes, snacks, and good times are ready for you. Thunder Peak Lanes in Monarch, where every night is right up your alley.
When pizza night calls, Monarch answers with LBM Pizza. Fresh dough, savory sauce, loads of melty cheese, and your favorite toppings made just the way you like them. From quick lunches to family dinners, LBM Pizza serves up hot, delicious flavor that brings everyone to the table. Dine in, take it to go, or grab enough for the whole crew. For big taste in every slice, make it LBM Pizza in Monarch. Hot, fresh, and made to satisfy.
Craving bold flavor in Monarch? Make your next stop Taco Villa. From tacos and burritos to crispy chips, fresh salsa, and all your Mexican favorites, Taco Villa brings big taste to every meal. It's fast, flavorful, and perfect for lunch, dinner, or feeding the whole family. Whether you like it mild or with a little extra kick, Taco Villa has something everyone will love. Come taste the flavor of Monarch at Taco Villa. Fresh food, friendly service, and satisfaction in every bite.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to Dark Realms. With me now is Reggie and Linda's neighbor, George Gallen. George, thank you for joining us. First, let's start with your relationship with Reggie and Linda.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I want to start off by saying that the entire Gallen family is shocked and devastated by these senseless murders. Reggie and Linda were like family to us. We were neighbors with them for over 20 years. Backyard barbecues and birthday parties. You name it. We celebrated it together.
Not to change the subject, but weren't you and Reggie in the middle of a messy legal dispute regarding your property line? Has that been resolved?
JR, that's a low blow. The man just died. I thought this was going to be an interview celebrating Reggie's life, not some ambush journalism.
It's no ambush, George. We just want to put your relationship with Reggie in context.
Are you accusing me of something, JR?
No, I'm not accusing you of anything.
Well, I feel that was an inappropriate question, and if you ask something outlandish like that again, I'll walk out. That case is still being litigated, and I cannot and will not comment on it.
I'm sorry, George. We'll steer clear of that topic. Can you go on about your relationship with Reggie and Linda?
Thank you. They were wonderful people, and I could always count on Reggie giving me history lessons on Monarch. Linda was a great cook, and she'd bring over cookies, pies, and cakes. They always made our lives better. We were so close that yes, we had a few disagreements, but we always worked them out.
Thank you, George. And now a short commercial break.
Planning a getaway, business trip, or big event in Monarch? Stay where comfort and convenience come together at Liberty Inn. With welcoming rooms, friendly service, and flexible space for meetings, banquets, and conventions, Liberty Inn is ready for everything from weekend stays to major gatherings. Whether you're hosting out-of-town guests or organizing your next event, you'll find the space and service you need. Book your stay or reserve your event today at Liberty Inn in Monarch, where hospitality meets hometown charm.
For fresh food, healthy choices, and a shopping trip the whole family can enjoy, stop by Harvest Grocery in Monarch. From farm fresh produce and everyday essentials to quick meal solutions and better-for-you options, Harvest Grocery makes it easy to shop smart and eat well. Add in friendly faces and a welcoming atmosphere, and you've got a store that feels like part of the neighborhood. For convenience, quality, and care, make it Harvest Grocery in Monarch, where healthy living starts at home.
Monarch, exceptional care, is now closer than ever. Dr. Victor Corvinus is now accepting new patients. Known as one of the nation's most brilliant and highly rated doctors, Dr. Corvinus offers a level of care, attention, and expertise you simply won't find anywhere else. If you've been looking for trusted medical care with a personal touch, now is the time to schedule your appointment. Contact the office of Dr. Victor Corvinus today and discover a higher standard of care right here in Monarch.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.
Welcome back to Dark Realms. With me now is Reggie and Linda Ulmbeck's neighbor, George Gallen, the locally known defense attorney who was close with Reggie and Linda, who, unfortunately, were murdered in a vicious and violent manner. George, you were home the night Reggie and Linda were murdered. Can you tell us your experience that night?
I'm a bourbon man. About 7 p.m. on Sunday evening, I'm settling into my easy chair and enjoying a bourbon on the rocks, watching my favorite show, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. God, I love that show. JR. One day, I'll be on there. Mark my words. Anyway, I remember getting up to go to the kitchen, and out the window I glanced and saw someone walk past. I instantly thought it might be Brian, my son, and his buddies messing around on the side of the house. But it was late, so I didn't want them hanging out on a Sunday night. So I walked to the backyard and saw someone's shadow up by the Ulmbeck's front door, ringing the doorbell. Then I just figured it was nothing important. Somebody got lost and wound up walking through the side of my yard to get to Reggie's house. No big deal. I went back to watching TV. Then I was awakened by the loudest scream I heard in my life, and I spilled my glass of bourbon all over my lap. I immediately go up to check on my wife, Barbara. Then I heard another scream and realized it was coming from the Ulmbeck house. I went to my gun cabinet and pulled out my .38 snub-nose revolver, and I headed for the back door. Once outside, it was really quiet. The Ulmbeck house was dark.
Did you go knock on the door?
I didn't. I thought maybe Linda stubbed her toe or something simple like that. I didn't want to disturb them. I mean, who would have thought that someone was murdered?
You did go for your gun, which sounds like you thought it could be something serious.
You know, sometimes I drink a little too much, and I don't have the best judgment. I tend to overreact, and since everything had quieted down, I thought that maybe this was just an overreaction on my part.
Did you see or hear anything else?
I did. I sat on the back step, listened, and then a shadowy figure came out of the Ulmbeck's back door. He was carrying a big duffel bag over his shoulder, then walked around the other side of their house. I couldn't see whoever it was. I walked up to the front and saw a man creeping toward a hedge of lilac bushes. Then he took off running down the street away from me and into the shadows.
Any distinctive characteristics about the man?
He was of average height, with dark hair, and wore a trench coat. I thought it was very strange. Then I saw something across the street, just a glimmer of something beneath the big hedge of lilacs. Not sure what it was. Needless to say, I was confused and concerned.
Were you the one who called the police?
Of course. I thought something was definitely wrong. I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did too. That does it for our show tonight. Remember, the Ulmbeck's killer is still at large. If you have any information concerning this case, please contact the Monarch Police Department, 555-0105. This is J.R. Livingston, wishing you all a safe and healthy evening. Join me next week on Dark Realms, the only radio program dedicated to unsolved mysteries and strange, unexplained phenomena that have occurred in Wyoming. Good night.
KAWL, The Call, 1500 AM, Monarch's Talk Radio.